I'm going to be showing you how to make an adjustable strap for your crossbody bags. What you will need, you'll need 2 D-rings, you'll need 2 lobster claws, preferably with a swivel hook on it, and a slider. This is a tri-glide slider, and this piece of little hardware is what will give you the ability to make it adjustable. The 2 D-rings you will use during the construction of the bag, and you will put your loops through these 2 D-rings, and that's what the lobster claws will attach to. Now you want to make your strip depending on whether it's an adult or a child. A child is going to have a much shorter strap, of course, and around 22 inches, but an adult can be anywhere from 44 to 54, and most likely you are not going to be able to have a strip of fabric that will go that full length, especially if you go to the 55. So what you want to do, when you cut your strips, now this is a strip that's 3 inches. We're going to be making a 3/4 inch strap. You want your fabric strip to be 4 times the width of your strap that your strap's going to be. And in this particular one, I did not have enough room or enough length for the try and get this turned the right way, for the length that I wanted. So I've taken 2 strips here, and rather than just attach them vertically, creating some bulk in the strap, you will want to do it where you put them right sides together, and then take your top strip and lay it, let me turn it this way so you can maybe see, maybe it'll make more sense. And your top strip is going to be laying across the bottom strip like this, and you're going to draw a line from corner to corner and take it to the machine and stitch it down. And when you do that, you're going to have a diagonal connection here, just like this. Now what I will do, I will take this to the ironing board. You will trim your seam. Take it to the ironing board and press this seam open. Like this. And now you have a seam going diagonally. When you fold this over, your seam now is not going to be on, they're not going to be on top of one another. They're going to run like a V, so that you don't have all that bulk, which you would have if you just vertically sewed them together. So I'm going to take this to the machine. I'm going to press all of this open, and I'm also going to add a narrow piece of batting about a 1/2 inch to one side of this strip, and I will do that is I have pressed open the diagonal connection between the 2 strips for the strap, just as you would binding, and I have also pressed down on both short edges about 1/4 inch, this so you don't have a raw edge there. And I've also cut, this is more like a 3/4 inch fusible batting, and I have fused it down right in the center of the strap. And now what you want to do is you want to fold it so that the 2 raw edges of the long side come together in the center. And you're going to press that, and then you're going to take it again and press it over so that you have about a 3/4 inch strap. I have pressed all the edges. Something I did not mention is that when you put your fusible fleece on, you want to cut it, I've already fused it, so I'm going to pull it off here. You want to cut it a little bit narrower so that it is not into the seam of that folded over edge on the short side, or you'll have too much bulk right there. So what I have done, now I have first, I marked the center of the strap by just putting the 2 raw edges together and pressing that, and then I folded the two long edges into meet that pressed edge in the center, and this was after I put the fusible fleece on, and then I fold it again, and that gives me my finished strap. Now I will take this to the machine and I will top stitch this about 1/8 of an inch from all edges on both sides. Even though it doesn't need it on the folded side, it just makes a nicer look. So that's how we'll end up finishing the strap, and then we will start putting our hardware on. Once you get this top stitched on both sides, including the short ends, you're going to take your slider and you're going to take one end, short end of the strap, and you're going to put it through the left side of the slider, coming from the bottom, going up, and then bring it back down into the other side. And then you're going to go back to the machine and you're going to sew a tab across here to secure this. And you can make an X and then make a square. You can just sew both sides, and to reinforce it you would make an X there. So now I have sewn the tab down, which is connecting this strap to the slider bar, and I'm going to turn that face down, and we'll take one of the swivel lobster claws, and I'm going to feed the other free end through this lobster claw, and and I'm going to just let that float like that. I'm not going to touch that yet. I'm going to take this free end, the one that I just put in through the lobster claw, and I'm going to take the swivel hook again, and I'm going to feed that through just like I did previous. Taking it through the, well, let's turn it this way. Taking it through the left side and bringing it back down through the right side. And it starts getting a little bit tight here, but it'll make it. Like that. And now this side, this one, you want to be careful that you don't twist it. I do have it twisted. As you can see, I've got this twisted. So I'm going to take this out and untwist it. Bring it back and try again. Through the left, then through the right. Now you've got your free end here, and you're going to take your last lobster claw and you're going to put the free end, still working with the free end, you're going to put that through the lobster claw so that your stitching is going to be on the back of it. So you're going to do a tab just like you did with that first lobster claw. So now you're going to take it to the machine, you're going to stitch this tab down here, and then when you're done stitching, you will be able to just pull through this adjustable ring in order to lengthen or shorten your strap.